I'd like to cover two issues in this video. The first issue is the angle of the seat. You'll note from my first video that I made the seat horizontal when the chair is freestanding. This was incorrect. The seat needs to be angled back so that when you sit on it, it rocks forward to a horizontal position. The second thing I'm going to cover is how to drill a hole that has an angle on two planes. You can see here that the leg is angled forward and outwards. Cut the leg longer than you need and then mark the centre. I'm using 1/2 inch dowel to join the leg to the seat. I'm using 15-degree angles in my chair. So I've set my saw to 15 degrees and then set my protractor to the same angle. Mark the angle, then cut along this 15-degree angle with the 15-degree angle of the saw. You end up with 15 degrees on two planes. Because I'm not smart enough to work out what the angle of the diagonal edge is, I made a jig using similar pieces of wood. You can see that I've just glued them onto the board on the diagonal along the lines, and then put a piece at the end to rest my piece on when I drill. Align the jig perpendicular to the drill press. It's a good idea to start with a piece of scrap to make sure you get it right. This is how I want the leg to sit. So it has a 15-degree angle forwards and a 15-degree angle to the left. You can see that I've got a line along the diagonal. So I place my piece on my jig, aligning that diagonal line with my jig line. With the pattern line lined up with the jig line, I can then drill my hole. With the hole drilled, I can now test to see whether I've got everything correct. It's looking good. There's my left hand angle and the angle to the front. Now that I've proved my jig is okay, I can drill all the other angles and eventually end up with a perfect little rocking chair.